All right, everybody, welcome back. We are diving deep today into the world of, you guessed it, cats.
That's right. We're going to be talking about how to understand our feline friends even better.
Yeah, because I got to admit, sometimes I feel like I'm missing something. They're always doing these weird little things.
Oh, absolutely. Cats are constantly communicating, even when we think they're just lounging around, being all mysterious.
And that's where our source material for this deep dive comes in, right? This
Yeah,
guide to decoding cat body language.
exactly. It's like a secret decoder ring for all those meows and tail twitches and, well, all the things that our cats do that leave us wondering, what on earth are you trying to tell me?
Yeah, like what's with the whole slow blink thing? Is that like a cat wink or something?
Okay, so the slow blink, that's actually a really interesting one. And yeah, it's kind of like a cat wink, but it's way more than that. It's a huge sign of trust and affection.
Really? So when my cat gives me the slow blink, she's basically saying, I love you.
In a way, yes. Think about it. In the wild, closing their eyes would make cats super vulnerable, right? Like open to attack. So when they do it with us, it's a big deal. It means they feel totally safe and relaxed in our presence. They're choosing to be vulnerable with us. It's pretty powerful when you think about it like that.
Wow, that actually kind of makes me want to go home and try it out with my cat. See if I get a slow blink back.
I definitely recommend it. It's a great way to build trust and deepen your bond with your cat. Just remember, it needs to be a slow, deliberate blink, not just a regular blink. And you want to have a relaxed posture and soft eyes yourself.
Okay, got it. Slow and steady wins the cat's trust. All
That
right, so eyes are important. But what about the tail? I feel like my cat's tail has a language of its own. Sometimes it's whipping around. Sometimes it's just the tip that's twitching. What's all that about?
You're right, the tail is like a giant billboard for cat emotions.
Yeah.
Our source material actually breaks down all the different tail signals and what they mean. Like, if the tail is thrashing back and forth, that's basically a big, giant noto PE, back off, I'm agitated.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I think we've all seen that one before. All right, but what about when it's just the tip of the tail that's twitching? My cat does that all the time when she's staring out the window like she's about to pounce on something.
Exactly. That little twitchy tip usually means they're super focused on something, like they're tracking prey, or maybe just plotting their next move to take over the world.
World domination, huh?
Yeah, that sounds about right.
And then there's the tail that's shaped like a question mark. That one can be a little tricky because it often means they're in a playful mood, like they're ready to pounce on a toy, or maybe your shoelaces. But it can also be a sign of uncertainty or anxiety.
Oh, interesting. So how do you know which one it is?
Well, it's all about reading the context, looking at their other body language cues. Are their ears perked up? Are their pupils dilated? Are they making any other sounds? All those things can give you clues about what your cat is really feeling.
So it's like a whole puzzle, huh? You got to look at all the pieces to get the full picture.
Exactly. It's like being a detective. Speaking of detective work, there are a few things my cat does that I've never quite figured out, like the head bumps, the rubbing, the kneading. It's cute, but what's the deal with all that?
Well, it is cute, but it's also really fascinating when you understand the science behind it. Cats have scent glands concentrated on their cheeks and paws, and when they rub against you or headbutt you, they're actually leaving their scent on you. It's a way of marking their territory, but it's also a way of bonding with you. Like, they're saying, you're part of my family now.
So it's like, this human is mine.
Exactly. And it's not just any old scent either. Cats have different types of scent glands that release different types of secretions. Some are specifically for communication with other cats, while others are specifically for bonding with humans.
Wow, that's way more complex than I ever imagined.
Sure.
So next time my cat headbutts me, I'll know she's not just being affectionate, she's actually, like, claiming me as her own.
Exactly. It's a pretty special thing when you think about it.
Yeah, it is. But we should probably talk about the not so cute stuff too, right? Like, what about those times when our cats are clearly stressed out? What are some of the signs we should be looking for?
Yeah, absolutely. It's important to recognize those signs early on so we can help our cats feel safe and comfortable. The guide mentions things like excessive grooming, hiding, dilated pupils, a tucked tail, flattened ears. Those can all be signs that something is stressing them out.
Right. So if we see those signs, it's kind of like a call to action, right?
Yeah.
We need to figure out what's stressing them out and try to fix it.
That's exactly it. Maybe it's something obvious, like a new person in the house or a loud noise outside, but sometimes it can be something more subtle, like a change in your routine or even just moving a piece of furniture. Cats are creatures of habit, and they really thrive on predictability.
So basically, if we want our cats to be happy, we need to be a little more mindful of their environment and how even small changes can affect them.
Exactly. And the good news is, once you start paying attention to their body language, you'll start to pick up on these things more easily. It's like learning a new language.
This whole deep dive has been so eye-opening. Who knew there was so much to learn about how cats communicate?
It's pretty amazing, right? And the best part is, the more we understand their communication, the stronger our bond with them becomes.
All right, everyone, that's all the time we have for today's deep dive. We've talked about the slow blink, the tail twitches, the head bumps, but there's so much more to learn about how cats communicate. So I challenge you, go home, observe your cat. What are they trying to tell you?
Now that you're starting to understand their language, you might be surprised at what you discover.
Until next time.
See ya!